Hello and welcome. Today we are playing Inkshade. This is a game very reminiscent of Inscription, if you've seen that or played that, where it oozes atmosphere. You're in this dark environment with some otherworldly being talking to you. The goal of the game will be to play through a roguelite, but then also to solve puzzles outside of the roguelite. So we're diving in, show you what that means. We're getting dragged in, I guess, not diving in. I did play the demo for this game a little while back when that was available, but it fully released a week or two ago. And so here we are. Ah, you're finally awake. Let's get started. Sit. All right. So we've got this board here, which we will be traversing. We are going to play a game. You are a captain, and you have one objective. Sail your airship into the abyss. But, alas, Captain, two critical things elude you. A star point and a vessel. Perhaps if you spend some time bumbling about, you'll find what you seek. Now, choose a path. So we get to go either west or north or east. I guess they're all heading northwards. Let's just head off to the west. You're going to travel west. I didn't think you'd wish to die just yet. Never mind. Perhaps the Clergy of Ire has changed, and they aren't as wrathful as you remember. If you can make it to the end of this route, you will find the casing of the star point, which is needed to navigate the northern skies. Now, begin your journey. And so, we have these nodes on the map. Right now, there's only one option. We got to head to a combat, but you can see that they'll branch off and back together as we traverse down the map, just like most roguelites. The time has come for you to fight. The part where it differs from games like Inscription is in the actual encounters. So here we get a gentle wind whistles through the branches, and it steals every bit of your warmth. Not unlike the black eyes staring your way. 3 acolytes stand before you. Kill them. At the start of each encounter, pieces are drawn from your collection. So I guess I don't need to explain it, since he's going to do the explaining for us. It seems you have only the lonely wretch. How fitting. Take a look around the board and place the wretch on a starting tile. Alright, so our controls here, Q, W, E, and so on. Rotating R and F. Actually did not realize that one. And then right click? Left click? Right click? Oh, to undo, of course. And scroll in and out. Okay, so we're going to put him down on the board. And I know when you think you are ready, and at least one of your pieces is on the board, press this button to begin the match. The button may also trigger if you slam your side of the desk hard enough. I don't know where exactly you need to strike, but I'm sure you'll figure it out. And of course he's referring to the spacebar. I like that. Slam the side of the desk. You go first. Select your wretch. So here we are. We got our wretch, and good, your fingers still work. Let us see how your memory fares. The blue tiles indicate how far you can move. Orange tiles indicate maximum attack range. Red dots show where you may attack from. Now then, move your piece next to mine. So, something he didn't really explain, but I have figured out from the demo there, is that this indicates your movement. So we can move up to 3 tiles, because we have 3 boots here. And we have an attack range of 1 from wherever we're standing after movement. And then these 2 little orbs are our health. The enemy has 3 health, we have 2 health, and we deal 1 damage. This is like a physical damage, so there can be other characters that deal magic damage, and that will show on the left side. So, like he said, we'll just move up and strike the enemy. Good, now that your wretch is in range, attack the cretin that stands in your way. Hi-ya! Alright, your turn ends when all of your pieces have moved, or when you press the button again. It is my turn now. Ow. So there goes half our health, and you might be doing some mental math and saying, this isn't going to work out for us. And that's true. We're going to give it a try. We'll hit him, he'll hit us back, and we died. Alas, it seems the wretch has perished. When one of your pieces dies, it will remain dead for the entire adventure. And if your entire crew perishes, you will lose. As we just did. So a big portion of this is that we will be consistently losing, but we get stronger between losses. What's this? The lowly wretch has met a terrible fate. How shocking. It's clear that your starting crew is too weak. There are spare pieces in the cabinet by the door. You'll find them if you follow your ears. Now go collect them. Oh, and until you've collected all 3, do not return. Alright, and so this is the, I guess, puzzle exploration aspect outside of our roguelite game, where we get to wander around the room and click on things. So here's this. Ah, the quintant, my favorite sailing tool. It is far more powerful than a sextant. It's... okay, larger. I don't know anything about sailing. Such a shiny music contraption. I believe it was fashioned after a gravity well, which doesn't make much sense since gravity wells sound nothing like that device. Okay. Can we open drawers? No. Okay. So there are items here on the table. There's a rock. Found a book, have you? I can summarize it if you like, to save you the time. That lantern has sat there for some time. I've grown quite fond of it, in fact. So no, you may not have it. Book on the ground. So, this sound that we're hearing, if we open this door... oh, I need to push that little button up there. Again, I've done this before, so... we can click on this and collect characters. So here we are. And you wanted us to collect 3. There are 3 in this cabinet. And we can also find coins around. But that might be a little bit of a spoiler. So there's a keyhole here. We can't get through. That's okay. And there's some other objects on the shelves. There's a map. It's a star chart. You didn't know that? Have you spied a spyglass? Such a device can see very far away, you know. But alas, it's not much use in here. Anyway, we'll return to the table. I don't think that... oh, this is where I store all of my script. That's what the money's called. No, I'll not be giving you the key. That would be too easy, wouldn't it? Alright, back to the table. You were defeated on your last journey, and so you must start from the beginning. Perhaps this time, your performance won't be so disappointing. And we're just going to head in the same direction. You set your sights westward to seek the star point's casing, and none will stop you. It takes a great deal of fortitude to travel onward in the face of defeat. If only the clergy had your will. You anticipate strife in your future. It is a good thing you brought a crew. We did. Alright. You see 3 acolytes gripping their clubs. They will not let you pass as long as they live. So we have our 3 gentlemen. So this is an acolyte because he matches their outfits, I suppose. We've got, I don't know, guy with a dagger. Seems the same. So it looks like we have the same stats on all 3, but we can find characters with differing stats. Alright, let's start the combat. Oh, by the way, if you think that your defeat is inevitable and would like to end your journey early, then you may press this button on your left. Doing so will forfeit the match, which will have the same effect as losing. Also, the button has a tendency to stick, so you may have to press it more than once. Anyway, now that you have a larger crew, things should be easier. Also, if you haven't noticed, you can inspect my pieces. Doing so will reveal how far they can move, their maximum attack range, and the tiles where they can attack from. Now then, proceed. And so yeah, if we hover over them, we get an idea of where they can move, and that's a really big part of how this works, because what we effectively want to be doing is taking out their pieces without letting them hit us, right? Just as you'd expect, and being able to see where they can head gives us an idea of where to arrange our guys. So, for example, we can see that these 2 don't have any overlap on these 2 tiles here. So I can safely walk up and attack this guy on these 2 tiles without being retaliated on by these 2 over here. Of course, he'll hit us, but if we kill him, he'll be out. So I'm going to take him down. I'll reward you for defeating my pieces. What do you get? Scrip. You appear confused. Scrip. It is a currency. Those little golden coins your kind is so fond of. I'm surprised you don't remember even that. Regardless, earn a script by defeating my pieces. You will also earn bonus script for winning an encounter, and the bonus will be larger if you take fewer turns. So there is an incentive for us not to dally. Oh, there's another thing I have not mentioned. You don't need to move your pieces to attack. Select them once or twice without moving, and the piece can attack from where it stands, so long as an enemy piece is in range, that is. but be cautioned. If you select a piece 3 times in a row, it will hold position. And after issuing such a command, you may not touch the piece until your next turn. So gotta be careful about that. If I did it a couple times before where I would double click something, or triple click I guess it is, and then lose the turn with that piece. And that's pretty significant in this game. So we're just gonna walk up and take him out. And so as he was saying, there is incentive for us to complete missions as quickly as possible. So you can see here, this guy is out of my range now. To get him to move closer, like we can all just rush in. There's one guy, he's gonna be hitting us, whatever. But to get him to move towards us, what I could have done on my previous turn is instead of hitting this guy who we took out from outside of his range, I could have had one of my people in range so that he would come up and hit my person. And then this turn we could all hit him together. So there is an aspect of efficiency, not just getting through the mission, but actually getting through the mission quickly without losing your pieces, of course. Oh, something else I should keep in mind is maybe keep my low health guy out of range, but that's okay. This is the last one anyways, and we know that we'll be able to defeat him, so we're all good. With the battle complete, your senses expand, and you notice 2 figures ahead. Were they watching? Perhaps one of them is willing to join you. And this is something that happens after every combat, is we will get an offer of pieces to add to our party. The knife thrower, 3 movement, 3 range, and 1 damage and 1 health. So he's very fragile, but he can attack from 3 range, which is massive. And an acolyte who is the same as what we already have. I'm going to take the knife thrower. That seems pretty neat. When you add a new piece to your crew, that piece will end up here. You may see your active crew from within this box, but know that if your journey is cut short, all the crew members added will be lost, and the pieces will be reset to your starting crew. Have you ever played a card game? Think of the pieces in that box like your deck, and the pieces you draw before combat as your hand. If you've never touched a card in your life, well, then, I'm sure you'll figure things out. Why don't you try placing your face in the box now? Alright, we'll place our face in the box. And there we are. So that's the pool of units that we could be drawing at the start of the game. The start of a mission, I should say. Now, we have 3 different symbols here. One is combat, we've seen that. Question mark, I believe, is just a random encounter. It could be one of anything. And I have no idea what this one is, so let's explore. We're going to find out what the symbol means. A low rumbling of voices crosses your ears. You raise your weapon ready for another fight, but all you find is a cluster of haggard strangers, huddled around a pair of sealed carriages. You sheath your weapon and approach a cloaked figure. They explain you've entered a labor exchange, where you may donate 2 of your crew and receive 1 new member from a selection. Alas, setting foot in the market binds you to participation. So, Captain, which 2 of your crew will you relinquish? Ah, right. So this is a good way to get rid of less usable units. Well, I want to keep the knife thrower because he seems pretty neat. So we'll get rid of the villager and the acolyte. But yeah, this could actually be a boon. Getting rid of... Oh, okay, getting the same things back. Ah, the lancer. Okay, so these 2 are the ones we just got rid of. The third one, the lancer here, has 3 movement and 2 range, and 3 health and 1 damage. So that's a directly better unit over the others. And then our options are 3 combats. Now, something to pay attention to is where we can go after those combats. If I take this one, I can only go to this combat here, and then only to that combat there. If I take the middle one, I get an option of both combats, and then I could potentially... Oh yeah, I guess this combat could go to the chest up here, but we could go to that. But there's also further encounters that are out of our view. So taking this middle path seems the best because it gives us the most options down the line. And I kind of assume all the counters, combat counters, will be about the same. Battle awaits. So yeah, no real need to choose based on where the combat is on the board other than what we can get to access to later on. An orderly windmill sits atop a hill. Not a single stone brick is out of place, and it seems to be much quieter than expected. The board contains a special golden tile. If one of your pieces ends their turn here, and they survive my turn, then you will win the match. You can still win by defeating all of my pieces. I know you'd find the bloodshed preferable. So this golden piece is what he's talking about, which is an interesting option. I guess you could make like a really tanky team and just book it for the golden tile. Now, something we see here is that we have a bit of a height difference, right? So I haven't quite figured out how that works. Obviously, you can't scale cliffs. If I'm down here, I can't walk up there. It doesn't seem to add to their range. He has 3... Oh, this is a knife thrower. He has 3 range. So he could walk to the edge of the cliff and then throw 1, 2, 3. So that's what it's showing. So it doesn't give a range increase. I don't think it gives a range decrease from below. I guess we'll find out if we put our knife thrower out there. These guys each have 3 range as well. So our knife thrower would probably die if we put him near them. So we're going to put him over here. And this guy has 2 health. I think we're going to put him over here and then get our lancer in the front. Oh wait, no, this isn't our lancer. We don't have a lancer. Too bad. So that there is actually where having more pieces can be detrimental. We have 4 pieces, but I specifically want the lancer. However, we only get 3 pieces to place on the board. So it took 3 of the 4 pieces and we happened to get unlucky and not get our lancer. So that's where taking units might not always be a good idea. And that exchange encounter that we did, the labor camp or whatever it was, those can be beneficial, getting rid of the weaker units to trim down. Now you can see that we have multiple spots down at the bottom of the screen here where we could be getting more pieces. That's something we can unlock later on, but we'll get to that. So let's start the combat and see how we do. This little guy, first of all, I want to use him to take out the ranged unit. Of course, this, if he takes out the ranged unit, he won't be in range of him, and he won't be in range of him if he's standing here. So let's go here. There you go. We took out the ranged unit. This guy's going to step forward so that we can get... What I might not do is I might not step forward. We're going to run over here with this gentleman, and then we're going to wait. I know we've got the whole thing about moving quickly and getting more money for moving quickly, but I'd rather just not lose my pieces right now. So we're going to have to lead him towards us. Maybe I could have done that last turn, I suppose. That's okay. We're going to lead him with... Can't get him in there. So never mind. We're not going to lead him with him. Let's just do this. We'll get him here. We'll get him here. So he could attack either of them. We'll just end the turn. And we're kind of hoping he attacks the 2 health. Yeah, so he did. Perfect. Because my thinking is we have 2 knife throwers up here. We're going to have to absorb some of their attacks. If I send the 3 health guy in, then we could absorb 2 hits from the 2 knife throwers, right? Now there is a 3rd guy up here, so we're going to have a problem with that. We might end up losing a unit. Which would be too bad. But, I mean, maybe losing a weak unit would be good. For the reasons I was mentioning earlier. 2, 3. This might be tough. If I put him... Oh, I could run in and hit one of them right away. Then... Oh! Okay, so this is deceiving. It's showing us where the knife thrower could attack from right now. But if I were to kill this knife thrower, he could then walk over to this knife thrower's position and get the same range. So, gotta be careful about that. I was just thinking we could go over and kill him and not get hit, but that's not true. So, what I think we're gonna do... He has 3 movement, 3 range. If he is standing... Okay, he can't stand there. He can stand over here. 1, 2, 3, and 3 range doesn't get him. So we're going to have to lure the other guy closer. There's no changing that fact. So we're going to try luring him in this manner. We'll send this guy in, and the other 2 are going to stay out of his range. There we go. So now he's going to head over, throw a knife, and now he's in range for us to hit. Of course, I could just hit him with this guy, and I guess I will. So, there you go. Got him. And now we're in range of this one, so he's going to advance. So this game's not all about having good attack power. Having some defense is important too. And being aware of the guys hiding in the shadows is also important. So we're probably going to die now. I did not realize there was someone behind the windmill. That's kind of cool. So there you go. There's another aspect to this game I hadn't really considered. Unfortunate. Well, let's take out the knife thrower because we can. Start off with that. This guy may as well go deal some damage before he dies. And then we're probably just going to straight up lose because I can't deal damage. Oh, maybe we should have run for this. Huh. May have messed up there. Okay, well, we get to see what defeat looks like. And there you have it. Again, you and your crew have died. It looks like you need more help than I thought. Take this key. It unlocks the parlor. There is a very special item in there, one that you can use to make your pieces stronger by exchanging script for power. I suggest you find it before trying again, Captain. Here we go. I will grab that key. Thank you. It's a little hard to see. The game can be a little bit dark, but that's all part of it, right? Makes things a little more exciting, like finding an enemy behind a windmill in the dark area. But I probably could have noticed him if I had, you know, like rotated around and stuff. Now I hear some rattling. That means there are pieces. There's the lancer. There's an archer. And I don't know what that guy is. Okay, I see some script on the corner of the table. So, over here, these are the pieces that we start with. Oh, he's coming to tell us about it. Ah, I see you found your collection. This pedestal serves a very important purpose. It allows you to choose your starting crew. What is a starting crew? The pieces you will start with each journey with. Any piece placed on the 9 central tiles will be available to draw before combat, until they perish at least. Oh, and for the duration of a journey, your starting crew is immutable. So can we actually, oh yeah, we can put more down. That's cool. Well, the Lancer's quite good. He has 2 range, so I'm going to put him down. This guy, the Occultist, deals magic, so that's the symbol for magic damage. And there are advantages to magic versus physical. The Hunter here has 2 range, so that seems pretty good. He has less health, though. Who's this? So we've got a Squire, a Wretch, a Villager, and an Acolyte. I'm going to take these 2 out. The Squire is fine. We'll take the Wretch out because he only has 2 health and 1 damage and so on. The Acolyte and the Villager are of equal strength. We could put the Occultist in. He has 2 range. So I think what this means is that he has 2 range, but he can't attack adjacent to himself. This is a range symbol that's grayed out. So that means he can't actually attack there, but it shows that he does have range. Oh yeah, the Hunter can't attack directly next to himself, but he can attack up to 3 away, which is pretty darn good. And just directly superior to the Occultist, except the Occultist has magic damage. I think we will use the Occultist instead of the Acolyte, though. We'll keep ourselves a Villager. Actually, I might just swap the Villager for the Squire. I'd rather have a Squire for some reason. So 4 spots on the table. And those are our starting crew. I could throw everything on, but again, that dilutes the pool. And if we look at this, we have some options for upgrades. So this little red triangle shows us which units are in our starting party right now. And here we can upgrade the Occultist specifically. So we could give it more life, we could give it more magic damage, we could give it resistance, which defends against magic damage. And we can't do anything with its movement or range, but that's all right. We'll look at the other units available to us. So here is the Hunter. We can increase their strength for dealing more damage, but we can also increase their movement and their range to make them really snipe enemies from afar. Should be pretty cool. The Lancer here has life, strength, defense, resistance, and movement, which all seems like really good stuff, and 2 range. I like the Lancer a lot. And then the Squire is okay. All right, he's got some strength. He's got a defense. He can get a lot of life. That's neat. I do hear some clacking off to the side there, so I might go off and collect some more units. Here, our hand size can be increased. So this helps us with reliability of which pieces we have to choose. So I'm going to increase the hand size a bit. Oh, whoops, wrong button. I meant to zoom out of this table. We're going to collect the script on the table there and then back out. And what's going on over here? So this is a puzzle thing. They're behind the wall, it sounds like. Let's explore a little bit more. There will be more pieces we can use. Oh. Ah, here we go. All right, we got some money. And a lantern. Ah, here we go. Okay, we found ourselves another unit. That's great. So let's have a look at all the paintings. Okay, nothing behind that one. Okay. There's a mechanism. Here, we'll take this one down. Oh, can't do anything with that. We have to click more? Nope. Does that unlock this area? It does. There you go. We got another unit. A wolf. Okay, cool. So this is the game. A tome covering archaeological findings. It's dreadfully dreary, however. Explore, find stuff, get stronger, head back to the rogue-lite map, and advance. There you go. I do like that they've made audio cues for it instead of just having to click on everything. I guess there's potentially other things to find, though. Oh, I hear a sound. Oh, there's a guy. Perhaps you should wait before eating again. I imagine you need every bit of strength you have, and vomiting now will be counterproductive. Did I eat before when I clicked on it? I didn't even notice. So, we can open all these drawers. I don't know that there'd be reason... Oh, money. I'm gonna say there's nothing to find if we can't hear the units, but there is money for upgrades. Shake things. Neat. More money over here. What's that? Looks like clickable, like it's clickable, but it's not. Oh, another painting. Nothing behind it. Is that all of the paintings? Have I disassembled the room sufficiently? Oh my goodness. Okay. There's a thing there. Hear sounds. So I know there's a corner that opens here because I did that previously. I don't remember how I did that. I'm pretty sure there was. Or was it here? No, there's this box. I don't know how to open this box. Might be obvious, but I had not solved it in the demo. Oh, there's a guy right here. There you go. Okay, I remember a corner of a table opening up, but that was a few weeks ago. All right, we're heading on down. We got some awesome music. Ah, there you go. This is it. Was there a unit in here? Oh, it's over here. Hello, little man with a lantern. Looks like me. Oh. Alright, so there's money along the bottom. That's nice. Okay. Well, I think we'll head back up. I know that there's a keyhole here, but we can't get in. We don't have the appropriate key. Oh, we're being watched. A little bit spooky. And this door as well. So there's quite a few rooms that we should be able to enter as we progress through the game. Okay, I think that's enough exploration for now. Let's have a look at the upgrades, see what we can do. I would like to upgrade... I do like the Lancer quite a bit. What else do we have? Salatist. Well, there you go. They can max out the health, but there's no defense on them. They just take hits. The archer can get a ton of range. The squire, oh, we did see him before. Something that might be worth doing is increasing the number of deployment tiles so we can get 4 units out there. Let's do that. Pick up those script as well. And maybe increase our hand size a little bit more so that we have the options again. What else can we do here? Acolyte. An occultist. The knife thrower has... Oh, he can get up to 5 range. But his life can only be up to 2 at most. It's interesting. The long step. Holy crap. He can move a ton. And he has a lot of resistance, but only 2 strength. The Illuminary. The Villager. What's this guy over here? Oh, the Wretch. Whoa. Okay. We might upgrade the Wretch. Long term, those are some stats. Wow. 4 magic, 4 strength, 3 defense, 1 resistance. This is where we should be putting our upgrades. Very cool. But we're not going to use him right now because we don't have the money for the upgrades. He's kind of weak. The Mortum. You know what? We might just go with what we have. We'll add somebody to the board. Who should that be? Here's the Wretch. We had more. Oh yeah, we had the Archer. Let's add the Archer. Ranged units are neat. There's a Lycanthrope. He's got only 2 movement. 2 damage though is pretty good. But I'm not a fan of the 2 movement. I think mobility and range are very important. Because being able to hit the enemy before they hit you is obviously useful in a game where your pieces are killed off permanently for the rest of the run. By the way, if you so desire, feel free to get up and wander about. Unless we're in the middle of a match. I won't stop you from stretching your legs, Captain. Especially if you've forgotten to improve your pieces. So we can do upgrades mid-match, which is good. I cannot go down that path because we haven't completed this one yet. The wind pushes against your advance, but you don't care. You will complete the star point and sail into the abyss. Will the Clergy of Ire stop you this time? Or will you be triumphant? I am eager to see the outcome. And so am I. The leathery slide of weapons unsheathing. It is like music. So, the map did change there from the last time. But the actual encounter is the same. Wonder how that's determined. Only the resolute may enter these lands, and these acolytes are here to test you. What do we have? We have our Lancer. Excellent. Very good unit. We have this Archer. We have this Hunter. And a Magic Guy or him. I'm going to go with a Magic Guy. Let's do that. Alright. Commence. And with the Lancer here, we're just going to run in. Deal the damage. We know this guy will be unable to hit us. So 2 damage from these chaps on our 3 health unit is perfectly fine. Oh. Unless, of course, we can't kill both of them at the same time. I may have messed up already. Oopsie daisy. Also, where's the knife thrower? We have a lot of range. Oh, we could send him. Oh, he'll just die if we send him in. So let's not do that. Maybe we could split the damage. Let's try that. Nope. They'll both go for him. Alright, which means we need to get the Lancer out of here. Because we have a total of 4 damage. They have a total of 6 health. That doesn't math in our favor. Let's get him running away. Oh. I hope we can run away. Oh no, what have I done? We may lose the Lancer, guys. That would be unfortunate. Actually, what if we can body block him? I should have put this guy here. May still be able to. So this Archer guy can go here and shoot him. Oh, wait a second. Can he? I don't think we can body block. Alright. We'll do that. We'll shoot him. And I should have paused there, but the Archer can only shoot in straight lines, which is an interesting situation. So we'll shoot him. There you go. We're taking only 1 damage. Okay, good. He couldn't make it to the Lancer, so we're safe. Excellent. Let's go over here. So yeah, you see only straight lanes for the Archer. I don't know if that's really indicated by the overview for the units. I think it's just something we have to figure out. Is there a reason I can't hit him? Oh yeah, he has to be ranged. Okay. There you go. He has a little crossbow. The acolytes failed to stop you. Carry on, Captain. And we did that in good time, so we should have gotten a nice bonus on script. An acolyte or a long step. The long step does have a long step. Let's take him. There's also the option of skipping the choice. Campfire or a treasure chest. I think we're going to go for the treasure chest. You see wood and iron poking out from a shrub. A closer look reveals what you found. Treasure. And this will give us more script for upgrades. We're happy to accept that. Combat, more treasure chest. It doesn't matter between these two combats. Oh, I could have gone with the one that gave us more options, I suppose. But I saw 2 treasure chests, and I know I want to take those. Having said that, maybe we get more money from combats, because we get money for every person we defeat. A group of clergy members are at the ready. They have prepared a spike pit for intruders such as yourself. And we are going to deal with these guys presently. The long step is useful. Did I not include the knife thrower as an option for starting? I may have messed that up. That's okay. There's a 1 health gentleman over here. We're going to use the hunter on him. Wait, how much range? Oh, hold on, is that... I thought we had a 3 range guy. Is this the 3 range guy? I can't tell. He has a crossbow, so he has 2 range. This guy has a bow, so he should have 3 range. So we go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, can't hit. We'll put him here. The lancer can go here and take him out, and then we just have these 2 gentlemen. Oh, the long step. Yeah, we'll bring the long step in. Okay. Actually, this guy has 3 health. Do you remember what I told you about your rewards for combat encounters? You will earn script for defeating my pieces. The current kill reward is here on the bottom left, while the kill count is on the bottom right. As well, if you can finish a map quickly before this red turn counter runs out, you will earn the bonus script in the upper tray. Okay, so we'd get 7 script for winning in 4 turns, but the amount decays after the timer reaches 0. That turn by turn, your reward will deplete. You're welcome to try and optimize your play, but for now you might as well just try to survive. Though choosing to dawdle will ultimately slow your progress. Fairly obvious advice, wouldn't you say? Oh, and just so you know, even if you lose the encounter and your journey ends, you will still keep the script from your kills, which is very handy. So we can go over here and kill this guy without being hit by the other one. So I'm going to do that. Just seems like a good start. Unfortunately, our long step can't make it close enough to finish this one off. But we'll do 2 damage for the time being. And bring the long step in. There you go. You can join the party. And take a hit. Poor guy. I don't see the long step doing a whole lot here. I guess. We'll just poke them. Get everybody lined up. Their range... Probably should have checked before I did that, but it's okay. They can't hit us. I don't know about the hunter here. We could take a hit. Actually, we would defeat him. So let's do that. So shoot him, as long as there's no more hidden people around. That would be unfortunate. And then this magic user can come over here and hit our long step. Ouch. Alright. But 1-on-1 we win this. So no problems there. Oh, unless he's in range, but that's okay because we have the crew to take him out. And the long step continues to do nothing. He's just going to sit here so he doesn't get killed off by that guy. And we're good. Bam. There's also the option of going onto that golden tile. What were those souls thinking? Such a simple spike pit could never stop you. I actually didn't even notice that it was a spike pit. Alright. Option between the acolyte and the knife thrower. Hey, there's the knife thrower. I think we do want him. I like the damage. I like the damage at range. Okay. But we're going to be picking up some money. Along your path on the side of the road, you find a deteriorating carriage. It seems abandoned, but in the back there is an overlooked trunk. And we got some money. Weary from the journey thus far, you decide to rest in a dilapidated shack. There is a rotten floorboard here, home to 100 mites. It is also a shroud for something more. You pry away the wooden insects and claim a reward for your intuition. Money, money, money. And on to the combat. Now, I want to have a look in here. We should have 2 knife throws, right? We have a lance? No, we only have 1 knife thrower. I messed that up somehow. That's alright. 1 knife thrower is better than none. Like the setting of the sun, conflict is inevitable. I love this, how the board rises up and the creaking sounds and all that. It's very well done. A dimly lit forest slinks into sight. The wind is still, and yet you still hear gentle rustling. You must have let your anxiety take the helm. Alright. We can't see much. Okay, so there are chaps hidden behind the trees here. They all have about 2 health. There's 3 health at the back. Okay. This might be a bit of a challenge. We do have good range, which is nice. The knife thrower and so on. Let's get the magic user here. We have an archer who we can move backwards out of the way and while shooting. And then we have the lancer and we have this guy with more health. The guy with more health is probably a good idea over one of these 2, but I like the idea of having the range. But when we reach these 3 health gentlemen, we're gonna have a problem. So it's kind of tough. It's kind of tough. Oh yeah, there's an enemy back here as well. 2 health is, well, Now let's give it a go like this. To be honest, we may just die here. We'll see. Can I attack from behind a tree? Wow. Okay, this guy can't hit us. These people have to shoot in straight lines as well. So attacking from behind a tree is enormous. 1, 2, 3. Why could he not attack over? Oh yeah. He can't attack here because he has to be a straight line, and he can't attack adjacent to himself. He's just like our archer. Interesting. So this here is a safe spot. That's pretty neat. Like how it works. Okay, so that one's taken out. Oh no, what have I done? I should have used the hunter for that because now I can't shoot this guy. Well, we're going to be taking a hit. We could probably do this without taking a hit. We'd have to remaneuver our people and so on. I think it'll just complicate things though. So let's get in there. We'll poke. And yeah, I messed up a little bit. Hold on. What's this red line for? Oh, I can shoot him. Never mind. That's my crossbow. Oh. Oh no, our knife thrower was taken out by somebody I didn't see. There were more in the shadows. Oh no. Alright. I messed up. Well, he has 2 health. We can take him out with this one. It's just uncomfortable because we'll be taking a damage here. And there was an enemy back there as well. Okay. That's fine. We will slowly advance. Okay, he took a hit. Hopefully, he won't be taking another hit after this. Ideally, there won't be any more enemies nearby. 2 health over there. Can't quite get to him. And he has a large range. How to handle this? Yeah, I've got a bad feeling we're not going to be making it through this mission. Alright, let's draw him out. It will cost us 1 health. Yeah, losing the knife thrower is a sad time. Oh no! There was another person in the vicinity. My bad. Well, let's get a little bit more money before we perish. There you go. 3 script. And, oh, it's my turn again because nobody else went. Does that mean all the enemies here are taken care of? We can get 1 more before we die. Let's head... Oh, 1, 2, 3. You know what? Maybe we can get him without dying. let's head around. So do that and follow along with the archer. I think, is he the hunter? I think he's a hunter. So we'll sneak in behind this tree. And we can sneak along behind this tree as well. Okay. Oh, he's not within range. Okay, we'll sneak in. Stop there. And then we'll wait. And now we got him. Very nice. Okay, that works. So nobody else has a turn. I wonder. 1, 2, 3. Ah, he's in range. So if we could get our guys onto this tile. Oh no, he's gonna come just straight up kill whoever it is. Unless we put another person in front of him as a sacrifice. And then our run will definitely be over, but maybe we can win. It's kind of fun. Oh, this guy has a lot of range. Ah, no, we're not getting in there. Okay, well, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to end this. We'll press this. Press it 3 times. Like he said, it sticks. And we'll go get some upgrades. If you're struggling with the crew you have, then perhaps you ought to make them stronger, or see if you can find more pieces strewn about. Yes, yes. Making them stronger is my intention. Now what happened here? Did I did replace the knife thrower at some point. Huh. That's okay. Not a big deal. I like the look of the wretch. Although, who are these? Oh yeah, the squire, the lancer. I really like the lancer. The archer with a lot of range. Salatist with a lot of health. Yeah. I want to upgrade this guy. So 107 means we could give him a defense. That's kind of neat. That actually seems really good because all the enemies are dealing 1 damage, right? So 1 defense would go a long way. Basically make him immortal. Let's do that. Let's do that. Our little wretch. Where is he? Is this him? Nope, that's the knife thrower. This guy? More to him? The wretch. Here we go. We'll put him in the center. He will stay there forever. And the squire, the occultist. I like the hunter. I think we'll get rid of the squire. Because in terms of having somebody attract enemy attention, that's going to be the wretch. For us. Okay. Let's head back in. I think that's going to make a really big difference. Also, do we have too many people there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can only put 4 on the board. We should get rid of somebody. Let's get rid of the occultist for now. There you go. We'll have 2 archers, a wretch, and a lancer. So basically 3 ranged units and the wretch. Which path will you choose this time? I simply cannot wait to see. Well, we're going to keep going down the same one. The Clergy of Ire will fight interlopers, but you will fight back. Will you acquire the casing this time? Probably not. You set out against the clergy, and if you listen carefully, you can hear them trembling. Yes, they've encountered. Do you enjoy death? It doesn't matter. The battle comes first. So we earned 100 or so script last run. That was pretty good. Oh no, there's more enemies now. That means more script. However, it also means we'll be taking more damage. Unfortunate. Alright, we can put the wretch here. What's his range? We can retreat a little bit. Attack with some ranged units. Yeah, so there's the wretch. We have a hunter. We have a lancer. Yeah. And we have an archer. Okay. So archer's going to go back here. Pew. Hunter. Oh. It's telling me that I have to be in a straight line as well. Okay, so I think we'll be taking a damage regardless here. Was this the guy that could attack from anywhere? Maybe I messed that up. Let's go over here. him out. Actually, I take it back. 1, 2. He's got 3 health, so we're kind of okay. He deals magic damage, though. I don't know how targets are assigned. This is going to seem really weird. No, we'll just do this. Take him out. And we'll take out the magic user. He has range and magic. Let's go over here. There you go. Okay, so we'll take 1 damage from him. We'll probably take a 2nd damage. Oh no, he's going for the guy with the armor. Okay, that actually is pretty smart by them. But if we remove him from the combat, then our armored guy is now immortal. He can stand over here. And we'll deal 1 damage to this gentleman. There you go. We'll just do that. And we can take another hit. That's okay. Bop. Haha, defense. Okay, that worked very well. So we'll do this. We're going to retreat a little bit. Oh, he can hit us. That's okay. We can go here and then retreat this way with our archer. And hit. And then 1 more health. He goes for the guy he can actually damage, but it doesn't matter. The wretch saves the day. You leave the acolytes behind to die among the leaves. Alright. Do we want to add... Oh, I thought there was a wretch there. I was excited. Another knife thrower. I actually don't know if we want anybody. I think we're okay with our options. Let's just carry on. We don't want to accidentally not be able to take a wretch. Now, money-wise, I don't know whether we get more money from these treasure chests or from the combat, but I'm going to take this treasure chest instead. A merchant and their cart rolls into view, like a fly to honey. They were drawn by the sound of strife. This merchant deals in bloodied steel, you see, and so you sell your dull, soiled weapons. I hope we have other weapons to continue using. Was this the one where we had to trade 2 units? I kind of feel like we could maybe do that. Let's head to a campfire. Let's head to a campfire, see what that is. Haggard travelers surround a campfire. They look desperate. With a sly tongue, you might convince them to join you, but you only have enough food to conscript 1. The other will have to fend for themselves. I should have maybe gone for the combat. That would give us actual money. Knife thrower and acolyte, the same options as before, and once again, I'm going to ignore them. I wonder if there's a way that you can better affect what options come up. Stumbling into the unknown, you aren't quite sure what lies ahead. Because it's not based on our starting units, but look at this, we're getting the same things over and over again. Knife thrower and acolyte. What's this do? Oh, to see what we have. Fair enough. Okay, we can go for another random, or I could go for a combat. I kind of feel like I want to go for the combat. Guarantee some money. We have 28 script according to that little panel there. Oh my goodness, this is a lot of enemies. Ahead, you can see a deep valley, so deep that the bottom disappears into mist. You'll have to skirt the edges to advance. Okay. So there is a magic user, but for the most part, looks like they all deal 1 physical. Oh, these guys deal 2 physical damage. Uh-oh. We can deal with it. So let's take out this magic user as soon as possible. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I've got a plan. Here's the wretch. He's going here. He's going to charge for the magic user. And we have this hunter, archer. No, that's the hunter. I want the archer across the way. And then these 2 are just follow up. There you go. So we got to be very careful about these enemies dealing 2 damage to us. That's scary. But I can certainly get in there with the wretch, because our archer will finish off the magic user, and then from there should be pretty good. We might have to take this one slowly. If I bring the lancer in, that's fine. gonna skirt around. And yeah, we're gonna skirt around those dangerous guys. There you go. Oh, of course, they'll go for the non-defended guy. I didn't think that through at all. Okay. Let's be a little bit more careful next time. Here we go. So, can he shoot us? He has 3 range. 1, 2, 3. He can't hit us if we stand over here. And we're fine if we move over here. And our defended guy can go up and lure them out. Oh, there's another magic user. Okay. So he'll be fine just walking up. All right. There you go. So the magic user doesn't have the range just yet. However, he could end up with more range. We're still going to do this. Be a little bit aggressive. So that the others can advance as well. We're making our way around. I think we'll head for that golden tile. These 3 health, 2 damage units kind of scare me. We should be able to shoot him from across the way if our unit's not in the way. But we'll do this. We'll do this to lure the other guy in. Okay. There you go. A little pick. And the magic user supposedly is in range, but he's not doing anything. I wonder why that is. We're going to attack him there. There we are. We will advance. Okay. So let's take a hit. Of course, he goes for the guy he can hurt. And we'll advance over here. Poke. And then I think... yeah, we're going to skip the script on those other guys. Just head for safety. Also, in theory, 0 turns remaining. We get more script from ending earlier as well. There you go. The fortifications were clever, but ultimately insufficient. And our box contains an occultist and an acolyte. I think we're going to continue skipping. Let's take an occultist, sure. You never know, maybe we encounter an enemy with defense. Okay, combat counter. A faint rustling catches your ears. Someone ahead is preparing for you. All right. Look at this. It seems you've wandered into the boglands. It will be harder for your crew to move, should you choose to take the low ground. Alright. Well, I mean, we have to start off on the low ground, so what options do we have? There is a knife thrower here and a 3 health, 1 damage enemy. Looks like everybody deals... Oh, there's a magic user over there. Okay. So a couple of magic users. Oh, a few magic users. Yikes. Alright. So our 1 defense wrench is not going to be able to handle things on his own. But we can send him over here and he'll be able to take those, actually. That might be the solution here. Send him in on his own. He can handle those while we send other people around the other way. Let's do that. So here's the Lancer. Oops. I want to swap them in. I want to add them. And the occultist can stay back. That's fine. Okay. Carry on. Oh, I can't actually hit him. Okay, so that kind of makes sense. You can't really strike them when they're above your head. You know what? let's... Oh, there's an enemy right here. I didn't realize. Okay, take him out. That's important. That's fine. So we'll use him, take out the knife thrower so we're not getting knives thrown at us. And move over here. Finish that guy off. Okay, looks good. Oh, except we're going to get hit. And that one was planned, so we're fine there. Alright, so they're going to just trade blows for a while. I'm going to move the Lancer in. Can we avoid being hurt by these guys? The Lancer can stand here safely. That's fine. So let's do that. I hope. I hope that's true. 1, 2, 3. I think the bog stops movement if they walk into it. I would assume. But he can hit... he can't hit the bog, so... Oh, he can if he steps into his own once this guy's gone. So I think, unfortunately, our ranged unit here... Oh, no. Our ranged unit has 3 range. What am I saying? We'll shoot from afar. Easy. And then this guy's going to come along as backup. Oh, they can just walk across the bog. Oh, no! Sad times. There goes our Lancer. I did not understand the mechanics. What we're going to do is take out the knife thrower because he's adding damage. We'll take a single hit from this guy. Okay. They'll just keep hitting each other, no problem. I'm very happy with the Wretch's performance so far. Now, up here, we do have some enemies that are going to be a little bit challenging. As long as I can see everybody. I keep missing things. Okay, let's go up here. Take them out. And they can just walk through the bog. I was not expecting that. May have to swap spots with these two. Oh, that one deals 2 damage. Uh-oh. I don't think we can handle that. Well, he has low mobility, looks like. Only 2 movement? Isn't there a magic user up here or no? Am I mistaken on that? Oh yeah, he's right here in the middle. Okay. Yeah, there's no way we can take out the magic user. So let's head back. We're going to take things a little bit slowly. 1, 2. He doesn't have the movement. So... Given this guy has 3 health to spare, let's do this. Rearrange our units. And then we can have a little bit of a showdown with the magic user. We could do it without taking damage. That would be ideal, of course. I don't know that that's possible. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Okay, so let's take a step forward. Waiting for the wretch to catch up anyways. And we'll just end our turn. Ah, no, the bog. We can only move once into the bog. As I expected. So... I guess the enemies aren't constrained by that. Seems a little strange. Okay, he can't hit us, so we're good. It doesn't matter if this guy... Oh, it does, because it's the magic user, but we'll be okay. Took a hit. That's fine. Now, this guy's going to come in with 2 damage, which would straight up kill us. So let's avoid that. We're going to stand still. And the other 2 will try and catch up. Okay. No enemies moving? That's good. We're going to go over here. Stay out of his reach. How are we going to handle that? We may be making a sacrifice. The 2 damage only deals 1 to our guy. He has 2 health, so he would survive. So that's probably the way to go. As long as we can deal 3 damage to this guy afterwards. So there you go. He's going to move in and attack us. I'm going to take a couple steps back. I will be fine here. All right, let's see how this goes. So he deals 1 damage, 2 minus 1. And we can hopefully hit him. If I step into the bog, I can hit him. And this guy can step over here and hit him. Okay, we're good, we're good. I was a little bit worried about how that was going to work with straight lines and so on. But fortunately, this guy doesn't need a straight line, so all is well. I can book it for this golden tile. Let's do that. And there we can step into the bog and out. I don't really understand how those mechanics work, but that's okay. We'll just end the turn, and there you go. That little crew will survive. They'll be fine. Neither the clergy members nor the environment was able to stop you. We did earn less script, but we get to keep running, so more script in the long run, I would think. Knife thrower and the night slinger. That's new, isn't it? 3 range magic? Sounds pretty good. Let's take it. Magic hat or a combat. Let's take the magic hat. It leads to a treasure chest. You investigate an uncanny campfire in the woods, only to find a strange figure staring into the flames. They claim to be selling hexes, boons for your crew, curses for your foes, and mutations to affect all who might bear the alteration. When you gaze into the fire yourself, you seem to know the form these hexes would take. You also sense that if your journey ends, those hexes will vanish, becoming lost to memory. So, will you engage, Captain? I have 78. Oh, it cost me actual script. I think I'd rather not spend my script if it's going to be a temporary boon. I don't expect this run will last much longer, so let's just save our money. Actually, speaking of which, we have 78 to spend. Oh yeah, that was to look at things. Let's carry on. Let's grab the money. You must be a very fortunate soul, for the tree you choose to rest against contains a hunter's cache. How long has it been there? It's impossible to tell, but it will remain not a moment longer. That's not bad. Not a bad amount. We've got a book or a combat. I am going to check out the book. But before we do that, let's see about upgrades. So our guys are locked. I want to upgrade the wretch. If we can make him a super tank, that'd be great. We need 30 more money for more defense. I am so tempted to go for that. Actually, 9 more money for resistance. Let's just wait. We'll gather some more money, hopefully, and then upgrade his defense further. Heading to the book. Interested in a tale, are you? The clergy's name isn't the original, you know. In fact, Clergy of Ire is rather new. The proper name, Valithantal du Sol, fell out of favor some time ago. It means abrupt sunlight in today's tongue. The group was named as such to pay homage to the rising sun, particularly how the morning sunbeams would coat the horizon with light. Not exactly an ireful sentiment, wouldn't you say? Yeah, that's kind of interesting. How do they end up as the Clergy of Ire? You have fought so hard to get this far, but now a truly powerful foe has arrived. Oh, boss encounter. Here we go. Yikes. A rather large building beckons you, a church, and guarding that church is an ominous figure with a rather large sword, an executioner. Has your time come, Captain? I don't know that we'll be getting to the executioner. This guy here? He has 5 health, 1 armor. Uh-oh. I don't think we have anyone that can deal 2 damage. We do have a magic user, but 5 health is a lot for our magic guy to deal. And he has 7 damage. Okay, well, I think the executioner will be the end of us if we get to him. And I'm not even sure that we will get to him given all of these high health enemies around. We'll also deal 2 damage each. So let's just see who we can take out. And then, yeah, that'll be that, I think. So, these guys have range? They do have range. Like, they've got mobility, I guess, not range necessarily. Oh, we did get our 2 magic users. We don't have our lancer. We have a wretch. I'm gonna put the wretch over here. Oh, no, I'm not, because he'll get killed by the magic user and one of the 2 damage guys. Okay, we're gonna run for this side, it looks like. I don't think it matters too much what I choose here. Yeah, let's put the magic users. We'll blame them when we lose. All right. So this guy, head on here. Oh, actually, hang on. He cannot attack. He deals 2 damage, so we do have to be careful. So let's head over here. Magic user, finish him off. Oh, I love the music. Hold on. Did I not place 4 guys? Wait, did I actually mess up? All right, that's pretty funny. Okay. Well, we'll be taking a hit from him. How did I do that? Oh no! I didn't notice he could reach us. Okay, well that's pretty much the end of the run there. So may as well deal a little bit more damage, get some script, and strike. And then the 2 damage guys can be coming in to finish the combat. Okay, we get 1 more guy. Goodbye to him. And we can't reach the knife thrower, so we'll just whack this guy. And he will... There you go. End the run. All right. Well, unfortunate, but it happens. Another failed journey. Have I made this game too difficult? Perhaps you should visit your collection and rearrange your starting crew. After all, the best place for a laggard is on the sidelines. Unless, however, you find your crew to be sacrificial. Alright, well that's fine. Let's head over here and get some upgrades, hopefully. How much money do we have? 100 exactly. That's perfect for some resistance. Should I be getting resistance or more damage? Because those magic users only have 2 health each. So if I can run in, kill the magic user... Oh, but we need more movement as well. But I think there is something to be said about just increasing our strength. I love the idea of making an immortal wretch, though. Let's increase our magic defense resistance here. Hang on. We can give him magic attack as well? Okay, the wretch is pretty cool. Yeah, I'm going with resistance. All right. We'll see how that pans out when we return tomorrow.